As we celebrate the country's 250th birthday, we are also celebrating a true American art form, comedy. And more specifically, the conservation of our comic greats, just last month adding the archives of Mel Brooks to the fold. Tonight's America 250 report from Pete Gallivan taking us to Jamestown for the story.
The National Comedy Center. It started out as a dream.
I think the reason we've been successful in major collection acquisitions is that we're doing this for the right reasons and that it's important work.
The dream of comic icon Lucille Ball, that her hometown would become a global destination for comedy.
It started with the collection of Lucille Ball and Des Yarnez, and then acquiring George Carlin's archives in 2016 before opening the National Comedy Center in 2018.
It all came together in 2018 and received official status the next year when Congress designated the National Comedy Center as the United States official cultural institution and museum dedicated to presenting the vital story of comedy and preserving its heritage for future generations. And starting out with the George Carlin archives already in its collection gave the museum immediate legitimacy. For Executive Director Journey Gunderson, taking stewardship of comedic history is a big responsibility.
A lot of the success of the National Archive growing in the way it has is a result of building relationships and building trust with the states, with the comedy community. There's also an urgency to conservation, and we have a qualified team of people to do that.
A team that continues to conserve and creatively display some of the best work from the most amazing minds in comedy.
And since then, we've seen acquisitions including Carl Reiner, Joan Rivers, Johnny Carson, collections from shows like Saturday Night Live and In Living Color. The fact that now we are marking the acquisition of Mel Brooks archives and that we can say that future generations can learn from his genius, that is exactly what we set out to do.
For many people, it's a collection of laughs, escapism through parody or satire, or looking at the world through an often ridiculous scope. But the mission here is to treat comedy as the important art form that it truly is.
And that was the impetus for her vision that there should be a place that celebrate comedy and give it the reverence that it deserves on par with classical and traditional art forms. And it makes me proud that we have done that and we've established that here in her hometown.